Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Welcome to my podcast.
Welcome to Abby's podcast. We are here.
I started this podcast years ago all by myself. I've always been on every single episode.
You've probably been on the most episodes as like the special guest star.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah.
You hear that, everybody else? I'm one of the better friends. Right. Fuck you. I'm just kidding.
And if we hear any meowing as well, that's Nyx doing a special appearance as well in the background.
Yeah, she's a little crazy the past little while, so she may scream. Don't mind it.
She just wants to talk about today's episode, you know?
Yeah, she just has lots to say,
Yeah.
that's all.
And if it sounds a little different, Abby is virtual today, so...
Yes, I'm on the face of the time,
Yeah.
so...
She's famous.
I'm Kate,
And I'm Jane, and this is Creeps and Coffee.
a show where we talk about the dark parts of the world around us
Cryptids, conspiracies, things that go bump in the night.
and the crimes behind the scariest creatures of all, humans.
Join us as we take a look at the stories sure to give you the creeps.
Pull up a seat, grab a coffee.
And let's have a chat.
Yeah, do you want to just get right into it?
Let's do it. I don't even know the topic.
I know. So, today's topic is kind of strange and a little bit weird, bizarre. I don't know if there's anything like it. I haven't found any podcasts about this sort of thing. The working title, this might not be the final title that makes it when I post this, but it's Haunted Technology and Cursed Internet Content.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Let's do it.
So, I sort of went down a rabbit hole in my own brain where I was like, okay, I gotta talk about something paranormal. You know, it's almost spooky season.
Yes.
What is something we haven't done before? We did Hauntings 101, where we just talked about different types of ghosts. We talked about ghosts in photographs. And I was like, what's something ghost-like that I can talk about? And I thought about, like, haunted technology, or like when people say like, you know, this picture, if you look at this picture it's gonna haunt you, that sort of thing.
Yeah, or like the videos that they say if you watch this through, like it'll curse you, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And so I wanted to kind of talk about that.
Okay.
But I will say there's not a whole lot on it. Because
There's just not a whole lot of like research done on it?
not a whole lot of realistic stuff.
Oh, okay, yes. Makes sense.
So there are a lot of, I'm going to call them hoaxes, because that's pretty much what they are. We've definitely mentioned it before in, like, a lot of those, like, chain emails that went around in the early 2000s, you know, if you get this email, there's going to be a ghost under your bed, or, you know, watch this TikTok 3 times, or you're going to be haunted by your dead relative. Like, those were, like, the beginning stages of, like, what I find on TikTok now is, like, you watch this video, claim this energy 6 times in a row, or something will happen. You just want views. Want views.
It's the same, yeah, they're like, share this video, or interact 3 times, or else, like, somebody's gonna die in your family.
So, I had a couple of different categories that I wanted to discuss about each. I wanted, like, haunted videos, haunted pictures, haunted haunted websites. So, haunted pictures, realistically, not a thing. Like, physical paintings and stuff, sure. They're, like, historical pieces. We've talked about those in previous episodes, where there are, like, ghosts attached to, like, their portraits from, like, the 1800s. However,
Digital.
yeah, digital photos being haunted, not a thing. Unfortunately for me. For you guys it's good, but I wanted content, so whatever. However, I googled haunted videos, because I was like, okay, surely there's something. More so stuff just pops up from YouTube with the word haunted in the title, or the
Okay.
word haunted in clickbait. Yeah, and it usually just brings up, quote unquote haunted videos, as in the clickbaity BS. It's not real.
Yeah.
Spoiler, it's not real. But it also comes up with like overnight in the world's most haunted schools, and I actually watch those people.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's not a whole lot of them, and there are a couple of rabbit holes where it says what are the most haunted videos on YouTube, or Reddit posts saying like, are there any haunted videos, or did you guys rewatch those ghost videos that were going viral? And it surfaces clips from old TV shows like Haunted US or like Haunted Canada, da-da-da. But not actual videos that if you watch it, it will haunt you.
Was there any mention of any videos being on 4chan that are haunted?
I didn't come across any. I saw Watch Mojo, but I did not see 4chan.
I was gonna say, I know 4chan is hella unfiltered.
4chan scares me.
Yeah, me too. That's why I don't go on it. But there's a lot. I know, like, just going on, like, the dark web, like, rabbit holes on YouTube.
Yeah.
All the videos that they pull, all from 4chan.
Yeah, I don't think, been on 4chan myself because I've heard spooky things.
I mean, they have everything.
Yeah.
And, like, anything. It's like what YouTube was before there was any sort of monetization.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I also Googled haunted websites because I thought, I was more thinking like, the dark web has some like dark things on it, obviously, and like you can find some really messed up things on the internet. What if you can find a haunted website? Maybe a witch cursed a website, and so if you enter it, something bad will happen, or like, not a thing. Unfortunately. Most of the time when you search up haunted websites, it comes up with like, did you mean creepy websites? Did you mean scary websites? And it's just sort of little like gimmicky, jump scary websites, or like click and poke kind of momentary scares. God bless you. It's the ghosts. God bless your soul. The mighty spirit. Amen. I don't know.
Amen.
And then, yeah. Also, honorary mention I wanted to add was audio and visual trickery. Because while those aren't haunted, I love those things. The like Laurel or Yanny, blue dress or white dress, like those aren't ghosts, but honorary mention to them because those had me fighting with people when I was like 13 years old.
Oh, absolutely. It was great.
Yeah. I remember I showed my parents that like blue and black or like white and gold dress, and I very clearly saw blue and black, and they very clearly saw the white and gold, and they were like mad at me because they thought I was lying. They were like, you cannot see blue here. I was like, how do you see white? Like, I was fighting with them about it because I was like, you're gaslighting me, you're lying. And they were like, no, like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh my god, it works.
Because there was so many different posts of it, I saw both. Like, some posts that looked blue and black, and then some posts that looked gold and white. And maybe that's why.
Yeah. So, not necessarily spooky, but fun and bizarre.
Trickery. Brain trickery.
Exactly. I also can briefly mention haunted technology. So, this search, I was looking for, like, my computer is haunted, like, discussion post, my computer's haunted, what do I do, sort of thing.
Which that would make more sense because especially it being digital, I feel like the chances of things being haunted are a lot less for individual items.
Yeah.
But a whole piece, there's a little bit higher chance, like it's just this tiny sliver of that being
Yeah.
haunted.
Because you also, like, it happens a lot in movies and TV shows, like in Poltergeist, they're, like, the kid ends up in the TV or whatever, oops, spoiler,
Yeah.
and, like, you see, like, a ghost will, like, enter a TV and it'll go staticky, or the radio will change, or, like, music gets changed, audio gets distorted.
Yeah.
And, again, not super common. And there's lots of different, like, retellings of these things happening, but it's hard to find proof.
True.
That is what I was looking for. I wanted, like, you know, this is 100% haunted. This is this. But a lot of time, you know, it's a hacker, or it's a fake, or a fraud, or it's somebody trying to make money off of it. It's a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's a TV show, you know. And so I couldn't find a whole lot of proof. It's really just anecdotal evidence, so take it how you will. But there's people who will say that they got phone calls from dead relatives and dead family members. People who supposedly received voicemails from someone who just passed away, like their dad.
I've heard some of that before. Like, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard people say that before. And it's like, or like, even if it wasn't a voicemail or like an answered call, they'll have a missed call like shortly after somebody's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, they didn't have their phone on them, so then people try to be like, oh, well, maybe somebody found their phone.
Yep.
And blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like, well,
But maybe.
but maybe.
Because, like, I remember being younger and reading, like, one of those, like, Atlantic Canada haunted books or something. And one of them was, like, I was driving home one night and I got a missed call from my dad at, like, 11:03. And he left me a quick voicemail that just said, hey, babe, just checking and love you. Or something like that. She calls him back, you know, no answer. She finds out the next day, Dad died at 9 o'clock of a heart attack. But her voicemail is from, like, 11 o'clock at night. And so she's like, he was just, like, checking in and saying goodbye and that he loves me. That would scare me if that happened. Like,
Well, especially since she has a voicemail of his voice.
mm-hmm.
And what year was this? Do you have the date? Or, like, do you know if it was, like, early 2000s?
It was
or,
early 2000s. So
I mean,
it wasn't like an iPhone. It was like one of those
Okay,
bricks.
so probably around, like, 2010s or something.
I would
Or, like,
say, yeah, 2010s for sure.
That's creepy because, like, your whole, like, technology nowadays, of course, people can use voice changers and
Mhm.
edit all that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, especially early on.
Yep. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, at least it wasn't, like, a scary voicemail, technically. You
True.
know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it was very sweet.
Yeah.
But, like, she said she missed the call.
Mm-hmm.
What would have happened if she picked up?
I didn't think of it.
Right? Like, isn't that creepy, though? Like, there was a voicemail left from him. What if she had picked up?
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
he
What
would have
would
heard
happen?
anything?
Would he have said the same thing, like, just checking in, love you, and then, like, phone goes dead, or, like, what?
Or, like, do you think they would have been able to have a conversation? Like, that would also be really creepy, too. Imagine her having a call log from that time after his death, and she said that she talked to her father.
That would be crazy.
I mean, at least with the voicemail, you kind of have a little more proof than sounding crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
You can track the time.
True.
So, like, at least then you can be like, well, look at the timestamp. Like, there's no shot. Like, I'm not lying.
Oh, see, if that happened to me, though, then I would be, like, concrete proof, okay, like, the afterlife is real, like, 100%. You cannot persuade me, like, that's real, so that would be crazy.
That's creepy. And like I said, I'm still thinking about what would have happened if she picked up because it was a missed call and he left a voicemail.
Oh, I don't know, that's scary. It's so scary. But, yeah. So things like that.
Okay.
And also, can a microwave be haunted?
Oh, okay.
Can a TV be haunted? Can my iPhone be haunted? This is me asking the world. Can these things be haunted? Can they? Are they?
I feel like if you believe in the possibility of, like, ghosts, the afterlife, whatever, being able to possess certain objects, I do think there's a chance they could be haunted. Now, I know that kind of blurs between haunted and cursed,
Mm.
but I know cursed is slightly different in that sense.
Yeah.
But, like, do think there is that possibility. Like, for me, I do think, since I view the afterlife more as, like, energy and stuff like that if they can go and sort of mess with the lights or do different, like, especially lights and stuff, I do think they can definitely interact with.
Mm-hmm.
That there's probably a chance it could mess with your phone.
You read my mind, because I was going to talk about, like, lights flickering and stuff next. On that note, I did want to mention there's electromagnetic ghosts, apparently, who will interfere with technology by, showing something on your screen, making radios or TVs crackle or go staticky, making the lights in your house flicker. That's technically technology.
Electrical energy.
Turning your heat on or your air conditioning.
And I definitely think, like, I do believe in that because, like, whether or not I think ghosts are, like, a full form of, like, a human or not, I do think there's, like, energy and, like, there may be, like, more like a ball, sort of more so than, like, a full-fledged, like, shape. You know what I mean? So them being able to interact with things makes a lot of sense to me. Yep.
Yeah. So, electromagnetic kind of phenomena will cover any supernatural activity that involves or messes with electrical system malfunctions as, like, a side effect of their presence, or if they're doing it on purpose. This can also include, like, electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, which we see ghost hunters use a lot. Audio recordings can be affected. Camcorders, night vision cameras, infrared cameras. All sorts of cameras. Also, if you're interested in that, go listen to our old episode on it.
It's too, right? When they're doing ghost hunting, like the sonic radars that catch, like, the high frequencies.
Yep.
If it's a frequency, that's probably closer to energy magnetic things than it is to anything else.
Yeah. And apparently, though, electromagnetic ghosts are not the same as virtual ghosts.
Oh.
So apparently a virtual ghost is it means something different. Supposedly it is more like AI or like a robot, where it's a computer pre-programmed with, like, a human personality. That could be a person you've never met, or it could be, like, a deceased person whose memories were uploaded, or, like, something like that.
So we're getting more, like, science fiction type.
Yeah, this definitely leans more futuristic, kind of Star Wars, kind of whatever. But
well, they're working on it. They're trying to get people to live forever by, like, getting to chip your brain and do all that sort of shit, so.
And that sort of thing where somebody's, like, consciousness or brain gets uploaded to the internet or, like, a server, that is called artificial afterlife. So, your body isn't here, but your consciousness or some form of it is. And that is definitely something that I feel like is going to happen in the future. Like, very cyberpunk, sort of. Yeah. Thoughts so far?
I think it's interesting, and I don't know if I would consider, like, somebody's consciousness going onto the web or something like that being considered haunted. And I think that's mainly because it have to be some sort of release of data, which means it's a little bit more science-based than it is, like, haunted-based.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they could choose what they do with it, so then, yes, they could make it look like a haunting, but, like, if it's an upload of knowledge, then that's kind of, or a consciousness, like, that's a little bit different than a haunting, in my opinion.
True. Yep. And, of course, a lot of this is just stuff that you get in, in media, TV, literature, podcasts, movies, comic books, anime, manga, light novels, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
People will also argue that when I said, like, oh, can a refrigerator be possessed? Or can a refrigerator be haunted? They would argue it's not haunted, it's possessed. But
Okay, I guess that's kind of what I said similarly earlier, was like, they can interact with it. So would that be considered cursed? Would that be considered haunted? Is it possession? You know, like, it's kind of like all jumbled together a little bit in that.
Yeah, and so possession is like a whole other episode, honestly, because there's a lot you can talk about with possession and people being possessed. There are really famous possession cases. But yeah, okay. Last thing that I'll mention about haunted technology before we switch up is just that apparently in Japanese mythology, supernatural beings avoid electricity. So in Japanese folklore, they don't really believe that happens because they just say like ghosts and stuff don't like it. They avoid electricity. So you know, that might be why there's not that many real accounts, because it's not it doesn't happen. All right, are you ready to talk about cursed things now?
Yes, let's talk about it.
Same sort of thing. I wanted to talk about cursed photos, cursed websites, da-da-da-da-da. Cursed photos. Again, nah. No, they're not really a thing, as in, like, actually cursed, like, will give you bad luck.
Digitalized.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a physical printout of a photo, do you think there's more chance of that being cursed?
I think you would have to, like, get something, like a cursed object as the photo from, like, a Wiccan or a pagan or, like, someone practicing, not just, you know, oh, I printed off this photo, you're going to be cursed for 10 years. I was hoping it would be something like when you break a mirror, you're supposed to get 7 years of bad luck. I was looking for that sort of cursed stuff, but it's not a thing.
Right.
I've said it before and I'll say it again, we talked briefly about it in, I think, our, like, haunted photos episode. I can't even remember what the title of it is, but more so when you look up cursed photos, it's silly photos. It's meme photos that are, like, hashtag cursed, and it's, like, somebody who looks really, like, ugly, or, like, a really gross picture.
It's, like, it's unsettling to look at, or, like, makes your, like, heart start pounding, but it's because it's very similar to, like, a horror movie or different stuff like that, where it's just meant to get that, like, little arousal.
Exactly, yeah. And same as cursed websites, not a thing. If anybody wants to make any of these things happen, let me know. Keep me in the loop. So if you Google cursed websites or, like, look up cursed websites, it's just scary things. It's scary websites. They use it like, quote unquote curse, not actually curse. You know, same with the dark web. They're not actually going to curse you. More so, you would get a hacker to, like, they would shut off your computer or, like, hack you, not curse you, or...
Yeah, it's more like you're getting a virus than it is a being.
Exactly, yes. And there was a little rabbit hole I did go down about cursed videos, though.
Okay.
So, same thing, it's not actually cursing you, you're not actually gonna get, you know, killed or anything like that, but it's more scary videos. But I wanted to talk about them anyway, because I found a link to one, it was like top 10, like, classic cursed YouTube videos. They actually terrified me, though, as a child. I don't know if you've seen any of them, but there was one, I literally don't even want to watch it now. The Little Baby's ice cream commercial. Did you see that one ever?
No.
I'll just show you a picture.
Oh, wait, yes. Okay, I don't think I watched it, but, like, I saw clips of it when it was, like, popular and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was unsettling, for sure.
Like, I don't know what they put. Maybe I'll save a link to it or something on Instagram, or I'll post a video or a picture, but, like, literally the person, like, looking, like, it actually scares the daylights out of me. It makes me so uncomfortable, and there's 2 or 3 different videos they made. And, like, the guy who does the voiceover for it, like, he's got this, like, sound, this, like, guttural fear in me when he's like, ice cream, like, whatever it is, I don't know.
Well, that reminds me of, like, did you ever watch, oh my god, it was like a puppet, it was like on YouTube, or it was like clay animation.
Is it Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
Yes.
Yep. Yep, I'm gonna talk about that one too.
Perfect. I was like, that one I did watch, and that petrified me.
Yep. I watched the first one when it first came out. Horrified. I was so scared. Go look it up. Don't hug me, I'm scared. They've got multiple videos. Multiple. I've seen like maybe 3, and I was like, you know what? I've had enough. Like, it's...
I don't fun, but don't hug me, I'm scared. That's it.
Yeah, it looks like very claymation, animated, like, children-friendly. And then, like, halfway through the video, like, faces start melting, and like, oh,
Anyways, you guys have to see it if you want to know.
yeah. Also on this list of cursed videos, supposedly, there's the Lost Man in the Catacombs, which we talked about when we did our catacomb episode.
Right.
Where
yes.
apparently he was actually lost in it and, like, never seen again, sort of thing. Whether you believe it or not, but it's cursed, apparently. Other ones, you know, one called I Feel Fantastic, Body of a Pig. Remember Salad Fingers?
No.
No? Let me Google a picture.
Goody!
Because Salad Fingers used to scare the daylights out of me, and I did not watch it. Because it scared me. Because it's that guy with the little, like... like...
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've seen that, like, clip, like, pictures of it or whatever, like, people trying to link it type thing.
Yep, that one scared me too.
I feel like that one bothers me a little bit less than the claymation one. Like, don't hug me, I'm scared. Like, I didn't watch Salad Fingers, don't get me wrong, so I can't fully say that one is worse than the other. But at least based off of, like, first impressions or, like, what is it called? Like, thumbnails or whatever, I'd probably still be less scared to click on Salad Fingers than don't hug me, I'm scared.
That's fair. That's me with the little baby's ice cream. Everything else, like, that's the scariest of them all.
Oh, because it's a real person.
Yep.
Too.
Yep.
Ew.
There's also the Max Headroom incident, which I don't know if you ever watched it. We did an episode on it. It's a 1987, like, broadcasting signal. It was, like, it was the first digital hijacking ever. So people were just watching the news when somebody ended up hacking the news channel, and, like, they were wearing, like, a mask, and they were being kind of crazy, and everyone was like, ah! And so that's supposedly cursed. There's also a lot of just, like, weird content where it's, like, you watch it on YouTube, you know, some people will post pictures, like, in a dark, eerie basement with, like, beheaded dolls, or, like, somebody acting like a psychopath, but they've only got 6 views, and it's like, are you actually crazy, or is this for views?
Yes.
And the scary part is you never really know.
It's true.
You just never
Because
know.
it's like, not like they were already popular. But
Exactly.
yeah, is this for clickbait? Or is this like, because like, some psychos do post their shit. Like, do you remember that guy who posted all the videos leading up to his, like, he was going to shoot up the school, and I think he did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But like, multiple, for months. And he even talked about it. And nobody took it seriously.
Yep.
And then he did it. So, I mean, you never know.
You never know, exactly. Besides that, there's also supposed videos of aliens. You know, aliens and, like, UFO crash site footage and UAP phenomena. So it's like, are they real? Like,
Well, I for sure believe in extraterrestrial beings. So,
Yeah.
like, I would be so down if that was real. Do I believe the videos necessarily? I don't know.
yeah. Do you believe they're here now? The aliens?
I think for sure.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
no shot. Also, how far we've come with our own technology, that if other civilizations have had more time and different advancements, that they, for sure.
That's why I should have done an episode on alien technology. Yeah, and so the last part I'll mention is cursed technology itself.
Okay.
So, the first thing that'll show up when you Google cursed technology, fun fact, because I did all my research on Google. I did not go to a library.
Yeah.
When you Google cursed technology, it immediately brings you to the anime series Jujutsu Kaisen.
Does that stand for, like, something cursed or whatever?
So, Jujutsu Kaisen, have you seen it?
Mm.
I think I've only seen like the first season of it when it first came out, but it is this world where there's like humans and like demons, and then certain people can like, how do you describe it? They use their like powers or like abilities. They take like cursed energy and use it to like get like expel it and like get rid of the like demons or like cursed beings.
Cleansing type things.
Yeah, and so like the term like cursed technology is like what they call the fictional abilities, I guess. Or like the real world gadgets that are perceived as strange. In Jujutsu Kaisen, they are powered by negative energy derived from negative emotions. And I believe it's only called cursed technology because of like a language translation, because it used to be a manga, and it's not actual technology. Like, it's not using your iPhone, it's them using their like powers.
Yes.
So that is what you'll find when you look that up, first and foremost. But I was trying to look up cursed like tech, so I did cursed tech instead of technology to like switch up the results. It was kind of weird. It's not what I expected, but people think it's a thing.
Okay.
And some people say instead, because it's all unconfirmed, there are no scientific studies, all of this is basically pseudoscience, word of mouth sort of thing. But they say that something can be cursed because everything is different electrical currents and different electromagnetic states. So,
And kind of like what I said, if it's if it's an object, I'm not going to try to say that word, it doesn't want to come out right now. But if it's an object, I definitely think that there can be like some sort of presence on it, so to speak, whether it's necessarily cursed or whether it's necessarily possessed. I guess that's sort of where the line is like, which one would it be considered?
Yeah. And, like, I specifically looked at, like, one person's, like, it wasn't Reddit, but it was something like Reddit, where they were like, a lot of people just feel, like, super unlucky with technology. Where it's like, no matter what I do, technology never goes my way. Like, am I cursed? Like, what's going on? And so somebody was like, oh, like, you might just have, like, a higher frequency of, like, whatever in your body that, like, messes with the technology's frequencies, and so you should try doing like grounding spells or using like quartz crystals to like clear it, or like doing certain spell work to like neutralize the vibes or the.
I have to try that, because that has been me to a T, and also
that's why I was like, I want to tell you about this.
No, because it's funny, because animals can sense energy, right? And most animals, even the ones that, like, I go over to my friends' places and they're like, oh, sorry, like, my dog or my cat or whatever doesn't really like people, they immediately love me. And they want to be around, and, like, they're comfortable right away. And it's like, it must be something in my energy?
Yeah, it's your electrical energy, like.
Yeah, because, like, even when it's, like, thunderstorming, like, animals are on edge because they can feel the electricity in the air. So it's like, do I have like this electricity wave that's
good
like,
for animals, bad for tech, like.
All the time. But also too, then that does like sort of warrant. It's like, if it is my energy and I have a higher frequency, whatever. It's like, does that mean I was cursed or am cursed? And does that mean it's more so me rather than technology itself? Because it's not just one technology. It's not just my phone, right? It's any technology I touch. Because even at my job, I've been having issues, and like the minute I call somebody else over, and even though I tried for 5 minutes myself, it immediately works for them, and I'm like, yay!
It's gaslighting you.
Like, I swear I was doing that for 5 whole minutes, but whatever.
So maybe you do need to use some crystals and some minerals to help ground you.
Alright, we gotta go crystal shopping. We gotta go to all the shops.
Literally. And, yeah, I guess it's because you know, there's an excess current, so maybe it's like you need to literally ground yourself, like in a scientific term and a pseudoscientific term. Ground yourself, get rid of that extra electricity, and then maybe technology will work for you. But hey, what do I know?
Who knows? I believe in energy a lot. Like, I like obviously I'm a Christian, but I'm also very spiritual.
True.
So I believe in like two different things.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I like that, like, that one kind of relates to me a little bit. Like, I can relate, girly pop.
Yep.
As far as, like, the actual topic goes, does that mean, like, the things are actually haunted or cursed? Not 100% sure if it's the individual items, because maybe if that girl or whatever, when she was talking about it, if she had said it's just my phone, or, like, every time I'm on my computer, or my, like, you know what I mean? If it was just the one, maybe then I feel like there would be a higher chance of that being cursed. However, if it's technology all over, then I definitely think if there is any sort of cursing, it would be more so on the person than it is on the items.
Yeah.
However, that's interesting about the grounding, because 100% that maybe that would work, because I've always had terrible luck with technology.
Yeah.
And I've never known why. I've had problems that literally even 8 hours on tech support. They cannot solve my problem, even though they take over my computer and they're there doing shit on their own. They can't figure it out. They don't know what's wrong. And I've had more than one case of that. And I've just always had to accept it. I'm like, okay, like, technology just hates me. It doesn't like me very much. Maybe this is why. Maybe something's off with my energy or the electrical currents inside my body, because I tell people all the time, especially when I'm in heightened emotions, that I feel like electricity is running through my body.
True.
Like, that is one of my descriptors I use, especially when, like, my brain's going like this. It's like my whole body, from, like, my head to my shoulders, my fingertips, like, all the way down, my spine, everything. I feel like there is just energy or electricity just, like, shooting through and just, like, bouncing off inside me.
And it actually is.
Right? It's like, well, maybe it's not just, like, a weird feeling. Maybe it's, like, actually is energy. And really, Pop just got too much. Like, you need something to pull some of that energy out.
Yeah.
And because it's technology, it's trying to take the electrical currents in the area, because they can affect technology. We already all know that. Electrical currents affect technology. That maybe that is the case.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit disappointed that, like, some stuff can't be cursed, but, like, it makes sense, or haunted.
Yeah.
It's like I said from the start, I do think digitally, like a digital photo, digital stuff like that doesn't really have the opportunity to be.
Yeah.
Would be neat, but, like, I think you would need a physical copy of something. So either it's the whole phone that's haunted or cursed, or it's like they printed out a picture and then somehow that got cursed or haunted. I do believe in that. However, digitally, I think it's too hard for something like that, and I think that there's too much technology, honestly, in general, and especially with AI these days, that it's just there's too much to be like, oh yeah, this 100% is haunted. It's like there's unfortunately too much advancements right now that you wouldn't be able to firstly go to that. Like, that would be the last case scenario if, like, whatever. So anyways, that's my opinion. What about your thoughts?
Yeah, I concur. I don't think there's any, unfortunately, like, haunted virtual things. I think cursed is more so just going to be used as, like, a term for something that looks crazy online, and that's fine, I guess. You know, I guess if things were haunted and cursed available virtually, that would probably be a bad thing, because people would just be doing it for funsies and, like, getting haunted by accident. And
exactly. The only thing I will say with cursed, like, that made me think of it with the videos, right? Not specifically the videos we all said, But there is such a thing as putting people into trances, putting people into different stuff like that, like even like drum beats, different stuff in your background music. You know, I've gone down the rabbit hole of like a kids TV show actually brainwashing kids to like want to hurt their parents, like different stuff like that.
Subliminal messaging.
Exactly. And it's like, maybe that could be seen as like cursing, sort of, right? Kind of like making you think a certain way, right? Because obviously our brains usually, especially the more imaginative you are, they're gonna go in weird places. But the more you're objected to or subjected to, whatever the right term is for that, you're gonna think about it more. So then you're going to read into more, you're going to think more when you see something, hear something, do whatever. And it's going to be like a bit more like paranoid or whatever about it. So like it being necessarily cursed, not sure, but it's still unavoidable messaging or like trying to brainwash you or trying to like get you to think a certain way or hypnosis type things. Possibly.
Yeah.
And that could be like on the lines of cursed. It may not be like a haunted cursed, but like technically, then the video would be cursed because it's forcing you to think a certain way.
True. Good point.
Anyways, a tea.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything else you want to add before I wrap it up and do our goodbyes?
I don't think so. I think that's it. Everybody stay safe. And, you know, hopefully nobody has the luck that, like, you know, if you ever see one of those videos online that say you have to share this or interact.
Don't.
And like hopefully nothing bad does happen, because I know everybody has the subconscious mind of going, but what if even but not true, they're like, what if this does happen? And then I'm gonna always think about that time I skipped it. You know, it's gonna sit there. So just like, you can also, especially with all your social media, you can always say you don't want to see this type of content. So because we know algorithm thrives off of you watching videos, interacting with it, just go down to your 3 little buttons or dots or whatever, say you don't want to see this. You could even report it if you want. I know it sounds like very extreme, however these are people looking for clickbait. Report them. They don't need to be online. There's a lot of people who are very easily persuaded,
children,
and especially younger generation, that really don't need to think that way as well. I mean, I haven't posted in a while, but if you like TikTok, you know, I am SpiceRack2000 on TikTok. I post gaming clips.
True. I'm in some of them.
But it's true. She is in some of them. So go check it out if you'd like. Otherwise, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
I love the surprise topic. It was very fun.
But I guess thanks for listening, you guys. Go follow our Patreon as well. It's not haunted. It's patreon.com/creepsandcoffee. Email us. Ooh, see, I switched it up. I didn't go Instagram. Email us at creepsandcoffee@gmail.com. Email us 10 times or you're going to be cursed with a ghost in a clown in your bedroom. Go follow us on X, Creeps and Coffee. And go follow us on Instagram, Creeps and Coffee. And I don't know why I ended that on a note like I was going to keep talking. I had nothing else to say.
That's okay. Well, thanks for having me. And everybody follow all the accounts. She just said, email your stories, email content, ideas. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Creeps and Coffee is produced and edited by us, Kate and Jane.
Our theme music is Stuck in a Hole by Dated.
For more information on where to find them, check out the link in our show notes. And to connect with us, follow us on Instagram and Twitter @Creeps and Coffee.